ahead and bump that volume down. Alright, okay. Looks like my audio capture is not working. My desktop audio. I want to remove that, and I want to test my mic volume. Alright, desktop audio drops. There we go. And let's see, we've got our mic audio. I don't know if the ALSA capture, we've got the output capture, so you should hear the music in the background. And then if I lower the volume, the music in the background should go down, but my voice, I hope, stays the same. Not sure. Alright, turning the volume back up just for comparison. I'm going to have to just look through this and delete it eventually. I don't want to see featured, I want to see live. Okay, I'm live. I'm going to check my volume here. Gotta go from one headset to the other. Alright. Okay, so there's a little bit of delay. Sounds good to me. Okay. Oh wait, let's check the background volume. Is there a way to reduce the volume of the audio output capture? Alright, let me check that. Hello. Hello, hello. Alright. So I think that reduces the audio, and then if I bring back the background audio, I think it's got like a 5-second delay. That's not too bad. Alright, I don't hear the audio output coming back. There it goes. I guess it has to be full volume. Alright, let's test this. I'm going to increase this. I think that's getting louder. Alright, so it looks like it doesn't get any louder. It just gets louder in my own ears. So that's kind of cool. I can have the background music playing quietly, and then I can actually cut it off. And then bring it back. So it looks like partial volume's not working. Oh, maybe it did just there. All right. Bringing the volume back up a little bit. I don't know what this is. Okay. Now let's test the echo. If I turn desktop audio back on, does it start echoing?
And I was lost for words in your arms, attempting to make sense.
I don't think that's echoing.
My aching heart. If I could just be everything and everyone to
All right,
you.
so I think we're good. At some point, it doesn't hurt to have desktop audio off. All right, let's just jump into this. So I thought I'd try out Arangodb, and I'll just close all these windows down. I'll leave the music on in the background for myself. I think I'm going to, I don't know. Anyway, so I've got this old Linux laptop. It has Ubuntu 18 on it. Well, actually, it has Linux Mint. Linux Mint. And anyway, I've got external monitor. I've got Bluetooth keyboard, and I think the mouse is on USB still. But it's a Bluetooth and USB. So I've got the USB dongle for the mouse, but not the keyboard in. And anyway, so I think I can do pretty good here. And this 10-year-old, maybe 9-year-old laptop is actually. Let's get this off. I'm going to play album completo in the background. So this is a curious thing on this Linux. Maybe it's a Brave thing, and YouTube is kind of fighting it. I have to pick an item and go back, or it'll never end the commercials.
I was an assassin, spy, an avenger. Before that, I had a family.
Stop it. Here we go. Okay. I've got the YouTube blocked up. Kind of got sidetracked because I wanted to hear my own music, and you probably don't. And so I just need to get my own music so I don't have to mess with YouTube. Alright, so we'll know when that disappears, and then I will close down OBS, close down that, and let's go ahead and start fresh. The next thing is so the multiple laptop displays. Oh, I was searching the internet trying to figure out how to get rid of that laptop display, which was obscuring the upper left-hand corner, and then all I had to do was close my displays. All right, so I want to mess around with Arangodb for a second, right? So I'm going to open up a new Brave window, and I guess I need to pull it back down in here into the display, the primary display. And Arangodb is it's a multi-type database, multi-model. That's what they call it. So it's like a graph database, kind of like Neo4j. I've never messed with that. And it's a JSON. It's a document database, which these days means JSON, like MongoDB. And then it also has key value store capabilities, like memcached or Redis or React or something like that. Anyway, so what I'd really like to find is I'd like to find a document store that also has full text search, like Elasticsearch, and then also can have relational. I would like to have my relational and my my document DB together. I think the only solution that I've found that might do that is to use Postgres with the JSON format, which I don't know. It's not ideal. I don't know a lot about it. But anyway, so today I'm going to take a quick look at Arangodb. It used to be called AvocadoDB. That's why it has the avocado logo. And what we're going to do is we're just going to install a Docker image and mess around with it. So you can see I've got really simple commands. You can just I'll bring up a new terminal window, and I just installed Docker. I might still have some issues, so I was having the permission denied, but I think I've gotten that taken care of. Usually what you do when you install Docker on Ubuntu and you try and run it as a normal user, it will complain about permission denied. So you need to add your user to the Docker group, and then you've got to either reboot your computer or restart the Docker daemon after changing the var run docker socks permissions to use the Docker group instead of running as root. All right, so I'm just standing up here because I'm tired of sitting and it's bad for my back. Okay, so I've got Docker working. So theoretically, I can just do Docker. Well, I'm going to do Docker pull Arangodb. And this is probably going to kill my stream if I'm downloading. Actually, I shouldn't be listening to YouTube. Let's actually kill YouTube. All right, I think I figured out where that maybe the background sound is coming from these other headphones plugged into my Mac that I'm trying to watch the stream on. And I'm so distracted by seeing my own pretty face. All right, I'm terrible. Anyway, so Arango's installed, and then I can do like a Docker. What is it? Docker. It's been a while. I'm going to scrap this keyboard and go back to the laptop. Docker. Is it images or Docker PS? Docker image ls. I don't know. Anyway, Docker images does it. There we go. So I've got Hello World and I've got Arangodb. I could just do Docker run and it'll actually download it and it'll be in the list. So there's a couple options. One is to have the root password be random, and then I believe Docker will print it out. So we'll try this. There we go. It's all on the same line. You can also have it so that it has no password, or so that it has resources unable to find image Arangodb latest locally. Well, there it is. Let's see what happens. And then I think if I do a Docker ls, Docker PS, whatever it is. Alright, I'm going to have to look it up. And then we'll explore this thing. So Arangodb Docker container. Okay, so I can specify my root password here. Oh, okay, so it's going to download it. That's curious because I did a Docker pull on that. I don't know. So now I've got to fill some dead time. I'll do a little dance for you. Just kidding. I'll delete that out if I ever get around to editing my video. This is why folks like me shouldn't be allowed to live stream. Let's look at the Arango documentation while we're at it. No, we don't need the Docker information. What did it have? Open Sesame. Alright, key feature, multi-model document database, JSON, graphs, key value, able to join, so like do multiple queries and join them, transactions, something a lot of document databases don't have. Let's go through a tutorial, and it shows you to start it with a random password. There we go. This is the one I actually wanted, is no auth, which allows you to do it without a root password or with a root password. Alright. So once that's running, you can go to localhost 8528, or in this case, whatever. And you can view the GUI. It's 8529, isn't it? Not 28. I just said it wrong. Or maybe I saw it wrong. 8529. Is it HTTP? Is it HTTPS? This is curious. I've never seen that HTTP plus. Oh, I shut it down earlier. I don't know if it's HTTP or HTTPS. Let's look at the documentation someday. First day. All right. Arangodb Oasis is their cloud. I just want to start the GUI. This older computer may have issues, so go ahead and grab this. Oh, that's the problem. Linux Control Shift, I believe. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. But if I remove the TCP, here we go. And it can probably go localhost 2 now. There we go. Okay, so my username should be root and then open sesame. Whatever I put in here. Okay, great. Yeah, whatever I put in my Docker, my environment variable here. All right, so I'm running it. I'm port forwarding, or port. I don't know the Docker term. I'm port forwarding the 8529 port. So from my Docker container in my host system, I can access the same port, and then I'm just referencing the database here that's running. And I apparently didn't do a -D, which is why I killed it, and it died when I hit Control C. All right, Shift Control Tab. I'm gonna have to remap that. All right. What I'm trying to do, Docker PS. Now I have this one, the Vigilant Hayrovsky. Let's keep that size up. All right. Anyway, so I'm running Arangodb image, and it's got this container ID and this name, and here's my port forwarded. And okay, so it's working fine, right? So there's the system database because I haven't created any database, and I'll select that, and then I can go in here to my database. It has the dashboard statistics. I can add a collection, right? So I'm going to add something, I don't know, donuts. And yeah, this is a document. Advanced, I don't know what that means. It's too advanced for me. And then documents, I can add something, and I'll leave empty to auto generate this underscore key, and then I'm just going to enter a document, right? So type in I think it's JSON, so I've got to go like this. I want glazed and price 0.99 cents. I should put some commas in there too. And then what else? Sprinkles. False. All right. So I'm creating a glazed donut. Oh, needed another comma there. So this is my first document. I've got a glazed donut here. Let's add another one. Right, and what does code mean? Tree or code? Oh, so if I switch to tree, then it won't do anything. All right. All right. So this is a type. I'm gonna make a jelly donut, and then the price on a jelly donut is slightly more. Got a grasshopper on my window. And then rather than sprinkles, because this is a semi-structured document filling, is we'll make it raspberry. All right. I'm going to kill off my listening to my live stream because, well, I'll take it on faith that it's working at this point. Oh, so now it's showing me my tree structure as opposed to just showing me my code. Okay. I don't really know how useful that is. Oh, so you can collapse it. All right, so I've created a couple of donuts. Let's look at my collection of donuts. We probably need like a chocolate bar, and a maple bar, an old-fashioned, whatever. I'm not going to do all those right now. Well, maybe yeah, let's see if it'll take a they're the same price as normal ones. We'll call that good. Oh, good. So that's very cool. You don't have to have JSON. You can use text, and it will, or you can use JavaScript, and it will translate your. So I had type here, and maybe price, not in quotes, and it translated that. Okay, so Arangodb. Let's take an AQL tutorial. Basic CRUD, that's all we want. So we want to find all of our donuts that have that have jelly inside, I guess. Okay, so I just go to queries and I can do insert, so I can add an item here as if I'll do that. So I'll do that then. That sounds like a fun thing to do. If I can find my web interface, let's put this in the front and kill off these other ones. Alright, so I'll go from collections to queries. Let's go to a view. No, let's not look at a view. Queries, so I'm going to copy here. We want to insert into donuts, right? Insert something into donuts. Does that look right? Alright, and then we want to insert type equals chocolate bar price got an outrageous price on chocolate bars. And then chocolate bars, of course you can't get a chocolate bar without sprinkles, but you can't get a price without a comma. And then I execute that. Collection not found. So we'll just grab that. We're going to have to learn something more here. Oh, it's lowercase, I think. Let's try that. Case sensitive. D for donuts. Execute. All right. So let's look at our donuts collection. All right, we've got our chocolate bar. So you can insert with a query. We can also I'm just going to guess. I don't know if this is right. Let's execute this. Nope. That was a very naive attempt. Alright, so okay, so there's no select, right? So you use insert, and then you do for C in characters, okay, for D in donuts. Return C. Update, delete. Alright, so for D in donut, filter D dot sprinkles equals true. Let's try that. Filter D dot sprinkles. So we don't need these parentheses or brackets. Filter D dot sprinkles equals true. Return D. That was equal. Okay, so I've got one donuts. Let's here we go. So we can go filter price greater than $1. So we can get more than one. Awesome. So wait a minute, that didn't work. Oh, so filter is exclusionary, maybe. I'm guessing. All right. So nope. Glazed jelly chocolate bar. What if we try and return all donuts? Glazed raspberry old fashioned. Where's our chocolate bar? Did that actually work or not? So our price here, we need to, can we edit this? Uh-oh, so I deleted glazed. Okay, well, whatever, we'll add another one. Glazed to glaze. And then we will, price is 0.99, and sprinkles, of course, is false. Only chocolate donuts should have sprinkles. Okay, so we've got our collection. Let's view those. Okay, we've got 2 old-fashioned and glazed that are under $1, and we've got jelly and chocolate bar that are more than $1. Let's go back to our queries. Filter D dot price greater than $1. Alright, so we get our jelly donut and our chocolate bar because their price is both great. Okay, so AQL, we've mastered the Arangodb query language. What else do we need to learn? Yeah, of course we're going to graph traverse and whatever. We're done with our AQL tutorial. Alright, learn. Training tutorials. What else do we need to know about it? We probably need to, well, we need to learn what a graph is. Full text search, development. You know, I think I'm going to take this offline. One other thing that Arangodb has that I want to be able to leverage is it has like this built-in REST API where you can query your database directly from the REST API. So I can essentially do the equivalent of this query and a web server will return this JSON. So it's a cool way for prototyping a web service. I don't know if it has any capabilities for authentication or whatever, but probably what you would do is you would use that service and then wrap it in something else that has authentication and you know, monitoring or whatever else you need. Or you just use it for prototyping, and that's what I'm going to do eventually. So this was really just a test of streaming, and I wanted to also try doing a real live stream, even though you've got, I don't know, 15 minutes of sound check at the beginning. And then what I did want to do is look at Arangodb. I've like last year I was looking into it. I built a sample app using it, but I've forgotten everything I know, which is not surprising. Anyway, so that is me. I'm going to end my stream, and then I'm going to check back and test my audio, my video, all that sort of stuff. And then maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to start streaming something useful, talking about test automation, talking about web front ends, and get back to doing test wizardry stuff where we're building the Harry Potter app. So that's it for today's stream. See you.